you need to, you can get your bearings by taking a look at your corpus. It's all right there on your ring terminal.
Well, hello again, ladies and gents. How are we doing on this fine morning? Alrighty, so we're back with Death Stranding 2. Now, we have to shower, because Sam is a dirty boy. Alrighty. Alright, sleep time, Sam. Nap time. Back on the beach. Hello. Anytime I hear a baby, I just assume it's Lou. Was Amelie doing? I thought Amelie was dead.
Lou.
Are you alright?
Hello, Fragile.
If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Alrighty. Well, let's see what we can do with our customizations. So, we can put some patches on. I think we can do more than just that. There we go, change color. Ooh, I think we should stick with the black on black. Black camo. Alright, let's eat and drink some stuff. Come on, there we go. We don't need to watch the drinking animation. We'll just fast forward through all that. Crunchy. Alright. Now, let's go to the surface.
Departing facility. New orders available. Please review and confirm.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here.
That's good.
Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now, too.
Sweet.
We have some materials on hand here that you
Fabricate
can use to make
stuff.
supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility.
Yep.
So go
We
ahead
gotta
and
go
pick
meet
up the order I
Deadman.
posted for you. I'll explain the...
Alright. Let's take a look at the APAS map. Alright, so we need to go to Villa Libre and deliver some medical units to La Madre, the mother.
Your next
Alrighty.
destination is... The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you
Okay,
took
well,
cargo,
let's...
if
Yeah,
there
bandit
should be
camps.
also with a fine. So take your time.
And we know how to deal with bandits. Now, should probably go around the left side. Try and stick away from these guys. It looks like there might be a pathway through here. And then we can go to La Madre.
This order calls. But don't forget to take every... So think... Run.
We'll put those on our back.
Make all necessary preparations for...
We're gonna fabricate some
Please select an
stuff.
item to fabricate.
Alright. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have one transporter boot. We have one blood bag. Grab a couple more of those. Grab another one of those. Two of these. And we have our climbing anchor. And that's all we should need. We'll reorganize everything. There we go. Alright. And... you know what? We'll give ourselves another climbing anchor. Why not? Actually, you know what? We'll do another ladder. Just in case we need it. Alrighty, let's rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this Sam is a hefty boy.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sign detected nearby.
Starting to rain.
Remember to rest safe. Great travels.
Best of luck to you.
I don't think we'll need the climbing anchors, so instead we are going to run back down here and grab some container repair spray. Let's roll, Sam.
That's the spirit. Hello! Remember to rest safe.
Oh, yeah. Yikes. We're headed that way. Well, I really don't like that being on my back, that medical unit, so we're going to carry it in our left hand. Oh, that's better. That way we can set it down if we need to engage any hostiles. Now, I know a lot of you have probably seen some of the people from the first game who are in the second game, such as people like Higgs. I'm curious to see when he comes back. Because as far as I knew, Fragile killed him, so I'm curious to see what happens there. It looks like there is people here. We're gonna try and be sneaky.
Definitely not alone.
Let's see if we can sneak through them. If we need to, we'll, I'm only seeing one guy here. So we'll take him out, and then we'll pass through this compound. Oh, don't see me. Okay, we're gonna set that package down. We're gonna use the strand. I'm gonna go deal with this guy. Stop. Oh, there's two of them in here. I'm gonna best course of action is just to go around them. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So that's what we're gonna do. Don't see me. Don't see me. Yeah, you don't see me. Now we could take him down, but I think that guy would see. Would he? Yeah, he is facing this way. Alright. Let's keep pushing forward. And see if we can avoid any other further conflict. I don't know if we can, but we will try. We'll just be cautious. Okay, there's a guy there. Okay, there's two. Where's our objective marker? Over here. Okay. No, do we need to take these guys out? No. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna leave them be, and we're gonna keep pushing on. Get a little bit of a downhill speed boost. Alright. It looks like we can put a ladder up to there. Cross over. I think the river would be just below this cliff line. I guess not. Oh, I guess we don't even need a ladder. We got a pathway right there. Look at that. Saving ourselves some materials. Alright, so repairing cargo containers. Hold to open the weapons and tools menu. Use X and then hold to aim straight. Ah, so there is the river. Don't go in, don't go in. Okay. Alright, let's set our stuff down. And we're gonna use... see if one ladder can get us across. It cannot so easily. That's why we brought them. Alright. And let's get moving.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
And before we deliver everything, we will use the container repair spray just to get a better porter score and get more likes. Chiral crystal. So I wonder what happens and where the game goes after we get to Dead Man. Because it it doesn't look like that's going to take too long to get to Deadman. So I think the next outpost is past those mountains. So, I don't know. I'm very curious and excited to see where this game takes us. Back, and then use more repair spray and repair everything to 100%. There we go. Now we get introduced to La Madre.
You're Sam, right?
Hello.
At the time will give you a lot of trouble. Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
She.
This is practically flawless. Mil gracias.
Practically, it says take 5% or less damage, and there's 0%. What do you mean?
I have to say, this was well worth the wait. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Yeah, so it looks like we only have a few areas left to link up to the Cupid, to the network. And then, yeah, it looks like we got 2 left. And then we'll be moving on to something else. La Madre. Yep, so we gotta cross those mountains. I don't know if there is... Oh, PCCs. Sweet.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Look at that. We're a silent handler. We're sneaky boys. Sneaky, sneaky.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying.
Oh, she
I
is
just pray
pregnant.
they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care.
You are pregnant.
Seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well.
Sweet,
Probably
thank
thanks
you.
to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal.
Okay. Is something the matter with your baby?
I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason,
Well,
the
how long have you
fetus
been
seems to have
pregnant?
stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday.
Old people.
The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units.
Well, now you have them. What issues are you dealing with?
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves.
Okay.
I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do instead is I will finish up with Deadman. And then see what happens after that. And then possibly do the aid requests for all these places just to get as much stuff as I can done.
A new order has just come through for you.
Sweet.
Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them.
Okay.
You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Yes, ma'am.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright, so that container repair spray can be recycled. Okay. I got enough basic materials. Okay, this can be recycled. And then the boots are fine, they're at 26. We'll only replace the boots once they get to about 80%. We'll take on the order though. Okay, looks like we gotta recover a couple pieces of equipment. Chiral density gauge is stolen. Okay, 2 chiral density gauges.
Okay, Sam.
Okay.
The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in.
Okay.
With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But
Okay.
that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I
Sweet.
told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Alright, what is this? Okay, so flood location. Warning, steep hill. Okay, looks like there's a path that leads all the way up and down the other side of the mountain. I don't know exactly how steep that is, but we should be fine. Yeah, because I don't think we can go through this area. I think this entire chunk of area is not accessible. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the area we gotta go to. Alright, so the PCC. We'll put that on our left hip. We'll do another ladder just in case. And we'll do a climbing anchor. I think that's all we need. We got 2 rifles. We got our handgun, which I'd prefer not to use, because I don't know if that is less than lethal rounds or not. But alright, we're good to head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Let's actually check. Electrocutes close range targets. Oh, that is actually much better than this. We might be using that instead then. I'll put a second one in our bag. Just in case. There we go. Alrighty. Let's roll. Alright, so 800 meters away.
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
Bro's got some pops. I wonder if this area gets flooded. It says it does, but I just don't know. Maybe only when it rains. Okay. Let's go around these guys. Does it matter which pathway we take? Oh, it does. Okay, so we gotta go to the right. Chemicals. Looks like we got more of those spider things up ahead. So we're gonna have to take it nice and slow. And they got chemicals on them as well. So they can carry things. Interesting. It looks like they're only hostile when you engage with them. Okay. Hello. Yeah, hello. There we go. Don't need to step on any of you guys. What's that? Sedatives for Villa Libre. Which is back that way. Alrighty. Looks like here you got some footprints. Okay. Hello. Alright. Let's just take it nice and slow. So don't throw ourselves down a mountain. It's carrying like 80-something pounds. And he's still able to move like this. Like, that's crazy. Sam is just built different. Okay, looks like that's the ruins that she's talking about. So, I'm gonna build a PCC thing here. Right in the center of that circle. And we'll swap back to this. And then I think if we pull out the pistol, I think if it's in our handgun spot, yeah.
Construction process now complete.
Use the watchtower. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a lot of information at one little spot. Okay. So we got 6 enemies to deal with. Looks like we got 2 on this side, 4 on the other side, so...
There we go. Get out of my way.
Okay. Now, I prefer to do this during nighttime, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So, we're just gonna send it. Okay, let's drop this guy. Electric. Oh no, that's this ladder. Okay. We don't need that. Actually, we're gonna drop both of these. Hey, you don't see me. Let's see what goodies y'all got. Oh, this is a different one. This is rubber bullets. Ooh, okay. I will be taking that. We're gonna place a ladder over here. gonna have to find the right spot for it.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Okay, let's take out the Overwatch guy. Okay, I think we gotta get closer. That's one down. Let's move to the left and then we'll take the rest out. Go to sleep.
All designated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
Alright. Now that that's out of the way. Gotta say, I am loving this jungle area. Yeah, I'm hoping that the music is non-copyright like in the first game, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming it is, but worst case scenario it isn't, and I gotta do a voiceover, something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But, oh, what is this? Oh, your deck has a light now? Oh, hell yeah. You know, I'm assuming that does affect your stealth capabilities. I don't know if enemies can see the light or not.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
0% damage on both of them. Heck yeah, boy.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go. Está perfecta. I swear it had never been outside.
Alrighty.
I just have to say, they looks like our chiral density. So?
Alright. We don't need to see the Cupid work every time. Alright, so we got one lab left, and that is Dead Man's Lab. Heck yeah, blood grenades.
Now display your current order grade.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now.
Sweet.
We just...
I'm gonna skip all that. What's a blood grenade?
It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech.
So it's like
Up
a
until
medic
now,
grenade.
our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself.
Okay. Basically got the gist. So they're making weapons with Doom's blood. Alright, what's my next order?
By the way, you have to pass through some... We'll do a quick... Let's tell you...
Okay. Let's do it. Let's go to the private room, relax for a night. Maybe get in a quick shower. What is that?
Gate quake detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Sam,
hell was
are you
that
okay?
thing?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
Okay. Well, I guess Sam doesn't get a shower. Now, I didn't like the look of that, so we're gonna get a few grenades.
Departing facility.
Sunset will be occurring shortly.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but
Okay,
this
power
may be
levels
due
are
to the
higher.
gate. However, I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction.
Oh yeah? By the way,
So now Sam can see them. Oh, good. Let's go kill some BTs. I'm curious to see if they've changed the BT look at all.
All right, Sam. You good to go? The new
Good to
BT...
go. Okay, defeat the BTs in the BT area northeast of the research
We don't do it.
lab.
So to prevent, there's no shoot. Since you'll all...
Alright, so kill him or else void outs happen. Got it. Alrighty. So, we got this. Got a small grenade pouch. Looks like we got some stuff there. I don't know if this will come in handy, but we'll try it. And we'll do some more grenades. Alright.
Order accepted. Thank you.
We are, however, going to put back one of the rifles that we have, because I don't think we're going to need... Oh, we don't need 3 of the same rifle. So we'll put back these 2. Alright. That's better. Alright.
Thank you, Sam. Safety first.
Now, I don't know if BTs can see the light. I hope not.
Take care, Sam.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if they've kept the BT look the same, and if they haven't, what the BTs look like now. It's interesting that Sam doesn't need Lou anymore to see them, that his dooms went up. That had to have happened sometime between the last game and the start of this game. Gotta keep moving.
Getting quick. Detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
6 on the quick scale. Looks like we're gonna have to replace our boots when we get to the Dead Man's Research Center. Alrighty. Got some BTs. I think this one? Is that one right there? Yep, it was. Yeah. Alright, let's see how he likes bludgeoning. There's one over here. Bludgeoning. Bludgeoning. Looks like there might be one right there. Bludgeoning. Have a blood grenade. Oh. Have a blood grenade.
Ambient chiral density has fallen to within normal range.
Yeah.
Neutralized.
I don't think one grenade will make a difference, but they kicked their asses. And we'll pick up some more stuff on the way for their research lab. We'll pick up these pills and that teddy bear, and then we'll be off. I don't think we're going to be able to get those tar eruption samples just because they look a little too big. But, yeah, the other stuff. There's the research lab.
Can anybody hear me?
Everything's done.
Anybody out there? I'm Sam.
I will say this game has some of the best soundtracks and music that I've ever heard. And it fits so well. Just amazing. I'm in love with this game so far, so if it wasn't obvious.
Good evening, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons.
Alright, let's make these deliveries.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this. Anyway,
The
why don't you
voice
let me take
sounds
a look at your
familiar.
orders? It really doesn't get much better than this. What else is there to say but thanks?
That voice does sound familiar.
Picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you, Chip. We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Okay. Alex Weatherstone. He was the guy at the weather station, right? Outside of Fort Knott City or whatever. Like he was the first stop that we made. Sweet.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am. The name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA.
He
I was a
yeah.
Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival,
Tickle me silly. How you been, Alex? Been a while.
Significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down.
Okay. Bet.
Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties.
Okay.
This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine.
Sweet.
You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose.
Okay.
Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you. It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
Yay, Sam gets nap time. Night, Sam.
It's been too long, Sam.
I know that voice.
You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there.
Well, we've dealt with tar
Nor
belts
do we know
before.
the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a placate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the death stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
Okay. Let's go kill a BT.
Manifestation imminent. Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
I think we got everything we need. Well, let's check. Blood grenade. We'll get one more blood grenade. We have a machine gun and an assault rifle. Maybe we'll get one more machine gun. Yeah, that should do it. Let's go kill us a BT. What is that? being loud. That's nuts. Ow. That hurts.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Yeah, that's right. We're killers. That wasn't too bad of a boss fight. The movement feels kind of sticky. Which I guess makes sense if you're waist deep in tar.
Hey, Sam. I've been waiting for you. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day.
No worries, Alex.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I gotta say, Sam, you're looking pretty beat. You know you can... Don't kill yourself for our sake.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well done.
go take a shower. Wash off all the chiral tar. Good night, Sam.
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record.
It means he never existed, which means he's not their property.
Know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. Man. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach, There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a ha and a ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Goodbye, then.
Sam.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Alrighty, I guess the real question is, do I continue streaming, or do I wait and make you guys wait till tomorrow? I guess that is the question. You know what? I think I'm going to make you guys wait. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you, ladies and gents, tomorrow.